Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my modern homestead. If you don't already know, my name is Janet, and I am so thankful you're here. Today, I am so excited. I am doing a canning video because, y'all, sometimes you just see a recipe that captures your attention, and you're like, oh, I've got to do that. Well, today is one such recipe. I found it yesterday. I don't know how I found it. I just came across it. And I was like, oh my goodness, why have I never thought of this? Why am I not doing it? So we're doing it today. It is hot pickled carrots, and I am so excited because my husband loves pickled stuff, pickled okra, pickled cauliflower, bell peppers, you name it. He loves it. So I'm excited to try this one. So let's look down here and I'll show you what I've got for the brine and what I've got to go into the jars. Okay, let's look here at the brine. I have, because I've doubled the recipe, I've got 3 cups of vinegar, I've got 2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and it calls for 1 teaspoon of salt, but I doubled it. So I've got 2 teaspoons of salt, well, 4 teaspoons of salt. Now, let's look over here for the jars. What have I got to go into them? Of course, I've got my pickling spice. Y'all, I've done this on my channel. I've got a short on it. I love this pickling spice. And the recipe doesn't call for it, but I'm putting jalapenos in mine. Some hot peppers do have jalapenos, but this particular recipe didn't. I've got some jarred minced garlic. You can use a whole garlic clove if you like. That's perfectly fine. I've got a bunch of carrots, and just to try this recipe, I just went with the little baby carrots. You can take the whole carrots and cut them into spears if you would like. I just didn't. Plus, I have got my red pepper flakes. I love these red pepper flakes. They're from Amazon. And of course, I've got my jars and my lids over here. In fact, I need to get my lids washed in water. So let's go ahead and get the brine started. Y'all, this brine is so super easy to put together. You just put the vinegar and the water into your pot, just like that, with the salt and sugar. And voila, you're done. Now, I have seen this recipe where they cook the carrots with the spices and all that. That's silly, y'all. That's just extra steps you don't need to do. So let's get this in here and get it stirred around. I'm going to take my teaspoon. Just going to stir it around, let that dissolve, and then we'll just let it heat up until it's done. Now, I can look at this because I've been doing it long enough, and I know this is not enough brine. So what I'm going to do is just double it and let it all heat together. But as you can see there, all of those solids have dissolved. Now, we'll tell you over here, I have my water going to put my jars into. So let's get to it. Okay, now to get these started, I'm going to cut up these jalapenos. These are really big, so I'm going to cut them into quarters, just like this. And this will give me 8 jars of jalapenos. I'm going to leave the seeds in them because I have found that when you can, things aren't as hot as they would be if you were eating them raw. So I'm just going to leave those just like that. Okay. Now, that might not be enough for all of them, but it'll be some of them. Okay, now to do this is so easy, y'all. I'm going to do about 4 jars at a time, I think. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll work. Let me pull y'all where y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, now down into each jar, we're going to put 1 teaspoon of this pickling spice. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, Then we want to put one of these peppers. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of my red pepper flakes. I can get them open. Okay. I'm probably not going to put quite a teaspoon because these are fine and we don't want them super hot. It's probably about 3/4 of a teaspoon. If you're using these, if you're using regular, or if you just like the spice, hey, go for it. All right. Then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of garlic cloves in a jar. And if you just want more, add more. It's not a problem. There we go. Now, we're just going to fill each jar up with carrots, just like so. And I like to pat my carrots because I don't like them floating around in the jar if I can help it. I mean, you're going to have some that float around, but the least floaty is possible. So I pat my carrots in. And you want to leave enough room so that you have 1 inch of headspace when you're done, because you're going to fill this up with liquid. All right, that looks good to me. So just like that. Ta-da! Okay, let's finish the rest of the jars. Okay, that gave me 8 jars. That was 4 pounds of carrots. This jar isn't quite as full as the other ones, but hey, it is fine. And those jalapenos, it was perfect. So now, oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. You want to make sure you wipe the rims of these jars really well. This is one step I almost never forget because it's so important for your jar sealing. You don't want to do all this work and your jars not seal. So make sure you do that if nothing else. All right. And it also gives you a good chance to check for chips in the jar. All right. Now I've got my bowl here where I've washed my lids and put them in water. It's not necessarily to put them in water, but hey, I do. What the hey. All right. So we just put our lids on. And I'm funny about my lids. I like for them to line up with the front or the back of the jar, one way or the other. Okay. I'll just show you these in the front. And then we just put a lid on. And when we put the lid on, we just do it until it's finger tight. You don't want to do it anymore because you want your jar to be able to breathe and expel that extra air that's in them. And sometimes my lids don't like to go on. All right, there we go. There's our jars. I got 3 more in the back. We're going to get those done and we'll put them in the canner. Y'all, I am such a dingbat. I didn't put the brine in the jars. Oh my gosh. Let me put the brine in the jars. Lord, y'all, I am such a dingbat. I turned around to put these in the canner and I was like, what's that on the stove? And I was like, oh my stars, I didn't put the liquid in. Oh my goodness. what you want to do is just fill these up to 1-inch headspace, and then you can wipe the rims of your jars, lid them, and you're good to go. Gosh, y'all, I have good sense. Okay, we have all of our jars filled. Now we want to debubble the jars. Now to do that, you just take something flat, non-metal, and run it around the edges of your jar. And you might see the liquid go down. If you do, not a problem. Just fill it back up to 1-inch headspace. Alright, wipe the rims again. Alright, put the lids back on to finger tight. Alright, last jar. While I'm doing this, I'll tell you, if you don't want to make this many, you don't have to. Just divide the recipe in half, 2 pounds of carrots. And you don't even have to can this. You can just stick these right into your refrigerator. So let's get these in the canner. All right, there we go. Now, we're just going to put the lid on, let it come back up to a boil. I'm going to turn it back up to high, let it come back up to a boil, and let it go for 15 minutes. Now, I do want to tell you, make sure these jars are covered by at least 1 inch of water. Once you are at a rolling boil, set the timer for 15 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. So we're going to turn off the stove and take the lid off of this pan, but we're not going to do anything else for about 10 minutes until this water becomes completely still. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Let's get these out of the canner and onto the cooling table. So So there we go, my friends. We have all of our 8 jars done. Aren't they pretty? Look, you can see the pepper down in there. Oh, thank you so much for joining me, you all. You know I love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. So, until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Agents of the other